Welcome back to everybody's new favorite podcast. This is Are You Garbage?
Oh, yeah.
It's that little show we sit down with your favorite comedians and we find out if they're good to be classy or if they're just a big old piece of trash. I'm your host, Foley, coming at you on a beautiful day. We're out back here at Tootie's in a new edition, baby. Living high on the hog. If you're stopping by, use the side door. She don't want you traipsing mud to the front. I'll tell you that right now. She's out there spending that gut. My co-host is coming at you from right next to me. He is the CEO of Are You Garbage? He is an international businessman and my best pal in the whole wide world, and I love him. Give it up for KJ, Kevin James Ryan, everybody.
Hey, what's up, gang? Thanks for tuning in. As always, please make sure you rate, review, subscribe on iTunes. Yeah. Full video available on YouTube. As you know, those numbers are cooking. And obviously, the greatest website of all time, www.patreon.com/RUGarbage. Check it the fuck out, gang. It's a party over there.
Yes, it is. And how about a nice quick shout out to our producer extraordinaire, the Magic Man. Makes us all look good. Works the ones, works the twos, crosses the T's, and dots the I's. Now you can get a little peek at him, ladies. Give it up for T-Bone McScruffins, Toby McMullen, everybody.
What up, dudes?
What's up, bro?
Bro, cut the fingers off your gloves. Get the chain wallets out. We got one of the gnarliest dudes in comedy. You gotta fucking love this guy.
You got a fucking real one in here, ladies and gentlemen. Gang, we couldn't be more excited to have our incredibly, and I mean incredibly special guest here with us today for the first time. You've all wanted him, and he's finally here. He is a legendary stand-up comedian, actor, and podcaster. You may have seen him in, but not limited to. Check this out. We got Ugly Americans. We have an unbelievable episode of Louie. We have Inside Amy Schumer. We have Billions. We have The Jim Gaffigan Show. We have Crashing, Isn't It Romantic, Hustlers, The Cabin, Comic View, Bad Boys of Comedy, White Boys in the Hood, Comedy Central Presents, The Green Room, Jimmy Fallon, Kill Tony, WTF, Comedy Underground, This Is Not Happening, At Midnight, Comedy Knockout. Woo. We got the Comedy Jam. We got Conan. We got What's Your Effing Deal, 14 episodes of that. No big deal. We got Joe Rogan, The Degenerates. This week at the Comedy Cellar, Something's Burning. He has an amazing special live at Webster Hall. You can hear him every week on The Bonfire on Sirius XM, and he is the host of Legion of Skanks, and he has a brand new special out right now that you got to check out on his YouTube page called Dog Belly. Ladies and gentlemen, he needs no introduction, but we gave him on anyway because we love him. Give it up for Big J. Okerson. Let's go. Let's fucking go.
Big J, baby.
I'm so excited this is finally working out. I really feel like, and I'm in the new studio, which is beautiful.
Thank you, buddy.
By the way. And I don't know if it's organically, and so we're cut from the same cloth, the three of us.
Yeah.
The same way. And my first thought when I sat down at the table, I go, oh, nice, they put the leaves in.
Exactly.
The leaves at the table, and then the butter, the Danish cookies.
Yeah.
All the same cookie, different shapes, yet you still had a favorite.
Yeah. Like
everybody
your dad's
wanted the
boss
pretzel
is
one.
coming over.
You wanted the pretzel one.
I love the pretzel one.
Come on.
Tastes just like the other ones.
It's got the sugar on it, though. Shout out to
right.
them. I remember when I finally started to appreciate them was sometime in high school when I was stoned and just knocked through a tin of those things.
Oh, you're like,
They're
it
all
is
right.
sugar. While boring,
It's sugar at
you
the end of
dunk
the
it
day.
in milk, it'll hit that same spot.
Yeah, it ain't bad, man. It ain't bad.
It'll get the job done.
Buddy, congratulations on the new special.
Oh, thank you, man.
You said you had trouble getting here. What happened? Fill us in on that before we get to the backstory.
Well, one, it's raining outside, so getting an Uber was a pain in the ass. And then when I got the Uber, it was just crazy. I guess because of the weather, just like this bad traffic. And then when I was about 5 blocks away, I was already like 17 minutes late at that point, and I was supposed to be. I even said I'd be there in 20 minutes late. So I'm like, I go, sir, I got to get out. And then I
got a podcast.
And then I like fast walked 5 blocks like I said with the emotion of like I'm trying to stop a girl I love that I never told I love her from getting on that to take that job in Italy. She's getting ready to get on the plane. I'm like, wait, darling,
where's gate 64? Hey, man, you can't park there. Leave the car out in front of the airport.
Keep it. You throw the key, say keep it. Unfortunately, now is when you try to run through a TSA pre-check and you get clubbed down by 8 guys.
You get tased.
Fucking German Shepherd hot on your tail.
He goes, not only is this guy trying to jump security, he's also got 5 ounces of Listerine in his pocket.
Where you going with that shampoo, buddy?
No, you don't understand. There's a girl I love. He goes, would you mind raising your arms in this thing, please? So I got to check.
You're just standing there doing the hove.
Hey, do you have a metal ass? For some reason, there's a yellow square over your ass.
Dude, as we said and we were saying before, we've been wanting to have you on for so long. Everybody's been asking for it, and it just seems like, like fate. And
Oh,
it's in the
yeah.
new studio.
Yeah, it's great,
We can't
man.
thank you enough for being here. Congratulations on everything. We fucking love you to death.
Thank you for having me.
We're gonna take this one nice and slow.
Sure.
Give us start with the backstory. Hit us.
Jersey. South Jersey.
South
kid.
Jersey.
Well, we'll start in West Philly.
Ah, right. Right.
So start from the beginning. Mom, Dad had me when they were 19. Garbage.
It's not classy.
You want to do all the checks?
Shishing.
Dad split when I was 3, or I think it was asked to leave. And then he
Big
was
difference.
like, okay. And then he went to Florida.
Were they married? Did they get married?
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't remember the divorce being messy necessarily. I think it was just kind of a quick thing.
Mm-hmm.
But he went to Florida, I think in a few months after that, came back, married that I now understand is an older lady. At the time, it didn't seem... Well, you know, my dad was old to me, but he was probably 23 or 4.
Yeah.
And my first stepmother was like 40
Whoa.
already, and a mother of like twin teenage boys and a redhead teenage boy, which is hilarious. No one's redhead in that family.
Yeah.
And then I mentioned on something the other day that always struck me as weird. My dad has not spent enough time with me or doesn't know me well enough to have ever really hit me. I think he gave me like a very soft face, like push almost once, but that's it. Dude, he used to like give her kids like the spoon. Like, and you have to hear him go upstairs and hear like that sound, like the T, 1,000 S's and a T, like the because they were just
Joe
getting
Jackson.
zipped by my dad in the. It was so bizarre. 13-year-old twin boys getting spanked on the ass with a spoon by my dad. Not their dad.
Not their dad, your
my
dad.
A guy that's 10 years older than them?
Yeah.
And he's also 10 years older.
That's just like a fair fight at that point.
You asked me for money yesterday. This is bullshit.
Their real dad, by the way, was like a Texas like cowboy hat guy. It was so weird. And then just to give that side of the story of the dad, and then when I was, well, actually, I'll say that my mom. I was with my mom. My grandparents had me a lot of the time.
In West Philly.
Yeah.
This
in
is
West
still
Philly.
in West Philly.
Yep.
It's just you and your mom.
Me and my mom but my grandparents were like super involved. Like,
Right.
They lived a couple blocks away always. They would take me when my mom was, my mom had to work.
What's that side of the
Jobs.
family? Italian, Irish? What are
That's
they?
the Jewish.
They're Jewish.
Yeah, that's all the Jewish side.
Okay.
So-
Practicing?
No.
Okay.
No. Okay. My mom couldn't wait to get like Christmas fucked into our household.
Really?
Yeah, my dad's not Jewish. My stepfather is the furthest thing from Jewish. He's but so was my grandparents and my mom. My grandfather died when I was 10. But like even then, most of the time, like, even when my step pop first came around, my mom started dating my step pop when that's a fun story of the night they met. Great one, actually.
Lay it on us.
My mom met my step pop at. I love that you guys are from Philly too. They met at Carney's. That used to be. It's right in Ballackinwood.
Ballackinwood.
I think now it's like an urgent care center. The place, but it was right across from like, where like Channel 10 is and all that stuff.
Yeah.
It's like right on that corner there, the old Adams Mark Hotel and shit.
Yeah, the New York Life building is over there, too.
It's right there. It was a place called Carney. It was a nightclub, and my mom brought my step pop home that night. I was at my grandmother's.
Back to West Philly.
Oh, in West Philly, yeah. I was at my grandmother's, and my mom, a couple blocks away at our place, brought my to-be stepfather home for the night to fuck.
I don't think they were going to
sure.
play Parcheesi.
For sure.
It wasn't to look at your trophies.
So my mom used to, she like dated over time, like, and dated is a loose word. Like she hooked up with a couple cops. Not like
She's
that
a single mom. She was
Yeah.
busy.
Yeah,
Yeah.
young, too. You got to
Yeah.
think early 20s probably, right?
She wasn't getting gangbanged like that chinless bitch from that one police station.
I think she gets a bad rap, too, by the way.
Me too.
Yeah.
They should have come down on her.
Who cares?
Nothing wrong with that.
She shouldn't have
She
whined.
looks
They
like
should have
me,
complained.
dude.
I'll have one of those cops' wives got word of it and was just like, "We're exposing this
Sure.
whole thing."
Yeah.
She made you do that because she's a whore.
Mm-hmm.
So my mom would like. I thought they were just friends. I always thought it was kind of cool that a guy was coming in with like a gun belt to our house and shit, and then it was like, "Hey, hit the sack." So
Give you a shot of NyQuil.
one
send
guy,
you
my mom,
upstairs.
and again, she'll say they were just friends. Sure. Let's say it's fine. It's true. But one of them, what they did was Dave, very blonde guy, tall, Always they had the mustaches.
Sure.
His thing was he would shine the light into the top. We were on the top floor of a duplex apartment. He'd shine it into our window, and that was the sign that
I'm coming over.
it's like when the doorbell rings or whatever, it's me.
Gotcha.
So they would just be on shift, and they would come over literally in like I don't know if I was awake, nothing, but who knows? Christ knows what happened in the middle of the night. But he would shine that light, and that means he's coming. And then so he did that night, and my mom had my step-pop up there. So she just what's funny was when the doorbell rang, she just ignored it because it was like, well, I'll just act like I'm asleep or I'm not here, whatever it is. Doesn't matter. He'll go. It's like not like a big deal.
Cops don't go away.
Yeah.
No, he did go. Not only that, he never rang the doorbell. He did that apparently and got a call or something and couldn't come up. And this isn't cell phones where you could let her know. He just he just took off. The doorbell still rang because my mom went on a date with a guy that my mom was funny too for being Jewish. Even like her Jewish friend. That's why I never understood until I moved to New York. When I moved to New York, it's the first time I saw Jews where I went, oh, like that's what they mean.
Sure.
My mom, like friends were like backyard, like biker parties type thing. You know what I mean? That's what it was more that. It was more that. You know what I mean? Like weird, like Philly people that were into country.
Sure.
That weird, that subculture.
Yeah.
And she met a guy at one of those barbecues named Ron.
It's always a Ron.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
Ron or Randy.
Floating around.
She went on a date with Ron. I don't think it worked out. She wasn't that into it or whatever. But Ron apparently was an alcoholic. And by chance, after that guy flashed the window, Ron just decided to show up and start ringing the doorbell at 2 a.m. or whatever. So he's ringing the doorbell, but he's not stopping ringing it. And they're almost like, that's kind of weird. Like my mom says, like, oh, it's a friend of mine who was going to come over, the cop. She's like, but I'll just ignore it. Then they hear a window smash, and the guy punched through one of the little,
Square windows,
opened the thing, came upstairs. My step-pop is hilarious. So funny. He's a genius. He's an academic and also a power lifter and more personality of that than like a guy who's book smart.
Sure.
Uh-huh.
And thank God he was like cool because he didn't beat the shit out of the guy. They literally like wrapped up his wounds and called an ambulance. And so I hope she at least sucked him off or something after that.
Yeah.
Like something. Because what was
he
that?
deserves it.
And it's just, this is always so funny. This is the first meeting of my stepfather, my longtime stepfather, who I love. He's my family. You know what I mean? Like, it's nothing, he might as well be a father to me for sure. But our first meeting was me and my friend John stayed at my grandmom's the night before, came home the next day, and then first thing we see, windows smashed out. And then, I mean, a soupy trail of blood going up, 3 flights of steps. Sure. And then I opened my front door, which is always weirdly kind of open. My mom's not there. It's my step-pop wearing a button-down shirt with like a wife beater underneath, so you can see he's like muscular and stuff. Ripping a Newport, sitting in his pleated jeans on my couch, and he goes, "Hey,
how you doing,
a
little
trail
buddy?
of blood just left of that." I'm like, "What?
Did you just kill everybody in here, dude? This is like fucking first 48.
I've been waiting on you, kiddo.
Yeah, you're the last one I gotta get.
No witnesses.
Go get your grandparents, will you?
Yeah, just look. This is the face you're gonna want revenge on in 20 years. But that was my first.
Hey, big guy, how you doing?
Yeah, he goes, "Hey, champ."
What do you think of the Eagles this year, huh?
Who's that comfortable in a crime scene? Just to fucking hang out and rip heaters?
Oh, shit. So goddamn fun. That was my first meeting with him. So my step-pop comes in to the picture when I was like 10 or 11.
They get married.
Well, come on, dude. What's the show called? She got pregnant. Had a child.
Okay.
When the child was like 2, they got married. No, maybe even like 1.
Are you at this wedding and involved in this wedding?
Why could it be? It was in Susan's backyard.
It was next door. It'd be weird if I wasn't.
Yeah.
You're looking at your bedroom window.
I was bringing the ziti. Of course I was there.
Oh, man, they got wrapped scallops. This is bullshit.
It's in Susan's backyard.
It was in Susan's backyard.
Why wouldn't they be? Me and Susan are tight.
Yeah.
Susan loves me.
Yeah, as far as I know, me and Susan have no issues.
Man, we got a problem. You could have said something.
So,
What was okay.
so yeah, my brother was born. They got married, and then for the next, I guess, what was it, 8 years? Yeah, for the next like 8 years, it was every 4 she'd have another kid. So it's my 2 sisters.
Okay.
So, and I'm 11 years older than my brother, 15 than my sister, and 19 than my other sister. And I was just kind of in-house.
I
Like,
have 10 and 16 years
Yeah.
older. Yeah.
So what's your youngest sibling? Step sibling?
she's
6 months.
half siblings, but they're she's 25,
25.
I think.
Did
yeah.
you guys stay in that house?
Or 26 by now. So
Because you moved to every
that's-
dirtbag who gets a couple of bucks crosses the bridge,
So my mo-
moves to South Jersey.
when
What
my
did he do,
My
by the
grandfather passed away when I was almost 10, and he was big. That was a big one for me. And then what's just so funny is, though, even with my step pop being around, this is what I always find so funny. My step pop was around. He's a guy. He was a great male influence in so many ways. He brought dirty comedy in my life. He brought like the guys talking shit kind of
Sure.
element of it
Mhm.
and stuff. But it was so funny that he still didn't bring like masculinity in the sense of like, if you were like, hey, change these brakes. I'm like, if you gave me all the equipment, I couldn't change brakes. I don't know what I'm doing.
Yeah,
Yeah,
are you
yeah.
kidding me?
Spark plug where it goes. I remember my dad
I'm
when
the
I was
same
young.
way.
I'd go to see him. He would always be so disappointed. He's like, "We're going AutoZone. I'm getting these." I remember him explaining to me split fire spark plugs.
Mhm.
He was like, "You see, because it's the split fire, so it's got 2 sparks, so it burns the gas more." I'm like, "I don't. You're
Yeah,
trying,
whatever,
to do, trying to
dude.
do this now, bro." Yeah, I'm like, "I'm here for the weekend."
Really trying to cram a lot in today, huh?
Have you seen Gallagher's new special? Huh? Relate to me.
Yeah, know what I like, you weirdo.
So what did Ron do? What did your stepdad do?
They patched him up and
No.
just-
What did
Oh, he's back.
Oh,
to
Joe,
cribs.
Joe.
Joe? I'm sorry. What does he do for a living?
So when he met my mom, while he's a super smart guy, he was essentially like a coke guy. Not then. He went to the Navy to get off coke. He was probably like a year removed from the Navy.
Was he Italian? I picture
Italian,
I
yeah.
picture like a fucking.
Oh yeah, Italian. And he's and he was he worked at GNC and like worked out and like compete in like powerlifting contests.
Working at a GNC in Philly.
He worked at a GNC Granite Run Mall. We'd have to go pick him up because he also didn't have a car. But I was like,
But also, like, you got to zoom out. Your mom's young, right?
Yeah.
she's
30,
20
20s.
she's
It's just-
29.
Yeah, it's like, that's not that crazy.
No.
Someone
No,
trying to get it together.
She was, well, what most of my young life, my mom just worked in retail. And then one of them, I don't know why this didn't dawn on me most of my life until now. Because they're like, where did she work in retail? Oh, like whatever store. I was like, no, it's funny. Like, she did know her thing. We were broke, and she had a fat kid. And my mom became like, at first, when I was a little kid, she worked at Small's Formal Wear, renting tuxedos.
Okay.
And then I would be the little model at the fashion shows they had to go to, which I do have pictures of. I'll be happy to send you guys those.
As you see, this tuxedo pairs well with a chain wallet. You're welcome.
So, and then
Good for second marriages and court dates.
and then when she saw I was going to be a husky child, she became like a manager at Casual Male Big and Tall.
No way.
Yeah. So then,
I'm going to have to clothe this animal. I can't be buying husky clothes on my salary.
so it was whatever it was, OP, a lot of Ocean Pacific.
Oh, shout out
I
to
was a
it,
big
man.
OP kid myself, buddy.
So they, and my mom, so when my grandfather passed away, she kind of like promised that she was going to do like more. So she went back to school. She went to Philadelphia Community College, got her
Respect.
associates for respiratory therapy,
Okay.
which pretty if I didn't do, before I figured out I wanted to try to do comedy, I was literally just going to do that because this is my thought of respiratory therapy. It's a noble job. It's a very important job.
Sure.
It's a major important job in emergency rooms and hospitals and everything, and it makes good money. And you only got to go to school for 2 years. So my mom was just kind of finishing that up when she met my stepfather, and then she got pregnant, and they're going to have the kid, and they're going to get married. And my step-pop just kind of had like he's so smart. He was like, oh, man, I got to figure something out. He goes, hey, Terry, what do you do again? And he's like, respiratory therapy. He goes, yeah, I guess I'll just do that. And he just went to Philadelphia Community College and just aced it. He like finished early, and they like Roxborough Hospital said they'll pay for his second year if he like
committed or
promises to
whatever,
work
yeah.
there for a couple
Wow.
years. I think he still works. Yeah, he's still at Roxborough Hospital. He's like
Holy
the head of whatever
shit.
there. But like, and still also then he comes home and like throws chains on the end of like a barbell that's got a bunch of weight on it. It's just so funny. It's so.
Is he still in good shape?
I mean, for his age, yeah, he's like
Yeah.
in his 60s now. Yeah, he's still like strong as
Yeah.
shit for sure.
Old man.
And when did you guys move out to? When did they move
So,
to Jersey?
When my step pop, probably about 2 years after they were both working steadily
Gotcha.
as respiratory therapists, it was like, yeah. Well, our first upgrade was we moved across the street into a row home instead of top of the duplex.
Gotcha.
Same block, few houses down.
That's awesome.
Which I thought I was like, this is wow. We got cable.
Yeah.
It was nuts.
You look at the old house like, "Tuh."
Yeah.
Dirt
What
bags.
garbage living in an apartment.
This episode is brought to you by BetterHelp.
Mm-hmm.
Kip, you got a couple of screws loose over there?
Yeah, buddy.
I know we all do.
I need a screwdriver. Get in there, tighten them up.
Online therapy, that's the way to go. You do it in the comfort of your own home. You get to talk to a licensed therapist. And, you know, they might not have the specialist you're looking for in your hometown.
Mm-hmm.
BetterHelp can help.
Yeah, guy. You get stuck in your head. You're spinning your wheels. You're trying to
I'm
figure it
crazy.
out. You need to get that stuff out and have someone else go, whoa, stop thinking that. Do this, do that, figure it out. It's fantastic. I'm a big proponent of talk therapy. It's been crucial in my life at several different points of time, except when my mom made me go when my parents got divorced. I'll never forgive you for that. Take a quick survey to get connected with a licensed therapist at BetterHelp. It's convenient, flexible, and suited to your schedule. If you need to switch therapists, make the change at no additional charge. Discover your potential with BetterHelp. Visit BetterHelp.com/garbage today to get 10% off your first month. That's BetterHelp, HELP.com/garbage. One more time, gang. Take control of your life. That's
There you go.
BetterHelp, HELP.com/garbage. Do it.
Kippy, here's a home run, baby. Let's talk about that Liquid IV.
Liquid
Let
iVizzle.
me give you a couple of ways you can use Liquid IV. You got like 103 screaming fever.
You can snort it.
I was sucking that down left and right. Got me through the flu or the stomach virus, whatever I had a few weeks back. You go to the gym,
You sure?
powers you through your workout.
Mm-hmm.
And let's say after the gym, you meet up with a couple of your friends, you have 2-3 pops. That turns into 40, 50 Long Island iced teas.
Uh-huh.
You wake up the next morning, you feel like crap.
Sure.
Liquid IV hydrate you quicker, and the flavors are fantastic. And here's the turkey, 45 calories.
Yeah, it's got 5 essential vitamins, and like the big man said, it's 2 times the hydration of water alone. Just mix 1 stick with water, and you're good to go. I throw it in a little plastic water bottle, shake it up, but they did send us nice canteens at the same time. The bird
Ooh, I
uses
use
the whole
mine all the
9
time.
yards. You got 12 incredible flavors like sea berry, strawberry, lemonade, Concord grape, pina colada. It's a delicious way to mix up your hydration routine. Has 3 times the electrolytes of traditional sports drink, is gluten-free, dairy-free, and soy-free. Right now, you grab your Liquid IV in bulk nationwide over there, Costco.
Sure,
or
or-
you can get 20% off when you go to liquidiv.com. Use code GARBAGE at checkout. That's 20% off anything you order when you shop Better Hydration today using promo code GARBAGE at liquidiv.com. Do it.
So we and then we moved to the townhouse too, I guess, but in South Jersey when I was 16. So I was
Okay.
16 years old. My
Where were you going to school when you were in West Philly?
Lamberton. It was
Lamberton.
called. It was
I don't think I know that.
Would that have
bring
been
up
your
picture
high
up.
school? Where
it was kindergarten through 12th grade.
really?
The smart kids would go off to Masterman or Central.
Okay.
Central, yeah, my cousin went to
They would
Central.
go off for that, or like Gratz, I think was another
Mm-hmm.
kind of one you can get out of. But for the most part, you went to St. Callistus if you were Catholic. Went to Catholic school, or you went to and Lamberton was just kindergarten through 12th grade. 9th grade, they do in a synagogue across the street because
Jeez.
no one cares about the synagogue.
Yikes.
Yeah, we were talking about this on Skanks the other day, too. I've never experienced in school, for all the garbage things I did experience, I'm still blown away by how many people, my age, younger, older, who were like, yeah, every kind of neighborhood had like teacher fucks kid, teacher
yeah.
fucks student, or guy or girl fucks friend's dad or mom, like an adult fucking like a teenager story. I never.
Nothing.
My school, that school from kindergarten through 12th grade was the oldest of old white ladies.
No talent floating around.
Strong, very strong personality, older black women, very foreigny, like Indian ladies. And so I was like, maybe the guy teachers were getting some love from the girl students, but I didn't
remember
have
the stories
I
yet.
didn't have a teacher through 12 years of schooling that was attractive ever.
Really?
Now that said,
That's a raw deal.
my first album I did at Stand Up New York, an American Storyteller. It's fun because in the audience is my daughter at the time, her current kindergarten teacher, who was smoking hot, and I think I get her talking about taking it in the shitter on the show.
Jesus.
And I think I keep saying, I go, it's my daughter's kindergarten teacher. She's currently my daughter's kindergarten teacher. She has to call us in and be like, she's not doing well with letters or whatever. And I got to be like, well, how do you know? You're
Can't take your word for it.
Well, you're over here you're trying all your silent farts coming out because your asshole walls don't touch anymore, you pig.
Disgraziad.
Okay.
All right, so you move out to South Jersey. Where'd you go to high school out there?
Triton High School it was called.
Triton High. Is this near Voorhees?
It's Runnymede. So yeah, yes.
Okay.
I mean,
All right.
It's like a town
That's-
before
yeah.
Voorhees.
I remember driving by and seeing Runnymede. It just sounds trashy to me. Runnymede.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
it is trashy. Pawn shops,
Yeah.
but a great diner.
Jersey
shout out
has
to
some
it.
great diners tucked away in there.
I feel like all of them now. I think an unspoken victim of the pandemic is the diner.
Of 100%.
Almost none of them are open 24 hours anymore.
Nah,
Yeah.
it's brutal,
In New
especially
York
in New
it's
York.
tough.
Forget about it.
Go
They
at
just
10
turn
o'clock.
into like shitty restaurants. Yeah.
Yeah, Veselka, one of the classic 24-hour
Love
places. 10 o'clock. It's
Yeah,
open.
it's crazy.
Nuts.
What was the mascot? The high school mascot?
In Philly, it was the Blue Devils.
Okay.
Respectable.
No out of school competitive teams though. So
Okay.
maybe in cross country,
No
You know,
basketball team, nothing?
intramural,
That's a
bowling,
tough look.
because the center bowling lanes were maybe like a 7-minute walk from school. You get 1 year, I forget what year it was, maybe 10th or 11th grade or something, probably 10th grade. Your gym class for a session of it, for like a semester of it, was
bowling?
everybody walked over the bowling lane. But the good thing was they didn't really govern your bowl. You had the bowl, but you also can go over and get some Otis Spunkmeyer cookies.
Shout out to it.
Dude, shout out to
Shout out to a bowling alley fucking concession stand.
Yeah, they weren't
All
bad.
right.
It
Yeah,
wasn't.
they were all
It
right.
wasn't.
No, it's great.
It wasn't some dirty water dog. The thing had snap.
I don't know who's
Thick
working that
skin on
griddle.
her.
Full on arcade. That's actually the bowling. I love having other details that going backwards. That bowling alley is where my mother and father also met, because my dad was a pin setter
Oh.
and my mom was there hanging out. And then he
just
wooed her.
hanging out at a bowling alley is a tough look.
She's hanging out at
That's
the
what
bowling
I'm
alley
saying.
at 19, and my dad's setting the pins. He's a human machine.
He was like a rock star, probably.
And she was like,
He
yo,
was the coolest dude in the building.
yeah.
oh, cream pie.
He's got the most dangerous job. He's fucking walking down the
He's
lanes
not
and
cleaning the shoes like a loser.
shit. Yeah.
Yeah, he was like,
Setting
hey,
pins.
yeah, hey, when I get this fucking alley wax off my hands, can I cream pie you?
What was high school like? So you got over there at South Jersey, you said 16?
Yeah.
So you're like a sophomore, junior.
Junior, yeah.
And what was, how were the grades?
Never. I always just did enough to kind of get by it.
Did you
I
take
never
the
overly gave a
SATs?
shit. No, I took the PSATs. I don't think I did great. But I think I genuinely did a pattern, because it was like, they said on that PSAT day, like, when you're done, you're done. And it was a
Yeah.
school day, and I was just like,
Abacadabra.
just crushed through
yeah,
it.
yeah.
I did the same thing with the SATs.
I genuinely, I knew I didn't give a shit about school. I was always going to do as much school as I had to do, which is an interesting thing, having a 20-year-old daughter now whose mother is an academic. And then me, like my daughter was like, I don't know, she went to like a semester of like, especially doing it at home and everything. But she also didn't want to go away to college either, and it's like, but
Yeah.
it's so funny, me getting that more, I'm like, yeah, well, just go like, do whatever, just do something.
Yeah,
but
do
I mean,
something.
Like,
I don't care what it is. Yeah.
but I don't give a shit if
Yeah.
you go to college or not.
You also have my favorite
Unless
thing.
you want to go to college. She's like, hey, I want to be a nurse. I'm like, that's awesome news.
Sure.
But if she's just like, I don't know, but they're telling me to just take a math class, I'm like,
Yeah,
don't
you
waste
get
my
the-
money like that.
I'll be fucking enrolling and shit just to enroll, lady.
She's going to go to esthetician school. I'm like, there's the Okerson blood right there. Let's get it done.
And the name lives on.
Yeah, got to get you dressing like Peggy Bundy.
And the legend continues.
You also
Yo,
have
you didn't get your blackheads popped by Okason's daughter?
She does it like no one else. He did one open mic, and then didn't you like drop out of college? You were in.
Yeah.
He did one open mic.
A black comedy club open mic.
And he's like, I'm going to be famous tomorrow or whatever. And just
It was so
unenrolled from college.
Unenrolled. Yeah, withdrew from like whatever the
confidence.
4 classes it was. Yeah, it was so funny. And I did that the first time I did it. I think I bet if there was a tape of it, it went at very best okay.
Sure.
There was definitely a Jerry Springer joke in there, and I was like, how can nobody in comedy be talking about Jerry Springer? Everybody's talking about Jerry Springer in comedy. It was already hacky. But I didn't know, you know what I mean? But I went, whatever it was, just when I did it, in my mind, I guess because it didn't go bad, I was like, I just did stand-up comedy. It was where I go, well, this is the thing. Goodbye, rudimentary math class.
I'm going all in on this.
Keep
I
your
also did
calculator.
college in such a shitty way. Like, I didn't want to be there, so I would hear all those things like, oh, you could take a 3-day-a-week biology class. He goes, or you could pop in there for 4 hours on a Saturday.
Yeah.
And I was like, well, but then it's over. And then just like on that Saturday
Just
comes
never
and you're
go.
just like, why would I
The
go
fuck
to
am I doing this for 4 hours?
Or
Yeah.
leave in the middle of it when there's like a little break they give you. I'm like, go on.
Adios,
I used to come home, like it was high school. I used to come home to my mom and be like, there was no parking there.
Not a whole spot. There's not a spot in a whole township.
I go, there's some people parking on the lawns, but I don't know if you're allowed to do that. So I'm not. And she's like, you have to go. You're paying for college. I go, well, you told me where I'm going to park.
My pencil broke. What do you want from me? They don't got sharpeners.
This is college. They expect us to be adults with our own sharp pencils.
You'd be walking in there like an asshole.
They don't live in the townhouse still, do they?
Yeah.
They still live there.
Yeah, still down in South Jersey. It's so funny. The only thing I remember liking about college at all was that was the time. I have a bit I've done about it forever now. 'Cause it's just a funny story of going to, what was it called? The Fantasy Show Bar on Black Horse Pike when you were 18.
Black
you can
Horse
go.
Pike.
Buddy.
But when we used to go there when we were 18, as soon as you can go, I think we even got in a couple times when we
It
were
was
17.
no booze.
No booze.
But it
Full
was
nude.
all nude.
Full nude.
And
BYOB.
they used to do shows. And dude, we were like 18 too, went over there, and these 2 girls started going at it on stage in like the shower room or whatever
They
it was.
hate us.
Wild.
For that reason. Again, as you become an adult, you understand tipping and doing the right thing. And even if you go to a strip club because you're like, well, I'm not really into them, but like, the 3 of us are in whatever.
Sure.
Like, it's across the street. Let's walk into this place. You're gonna drop if you
got to throw a couple of bucks.
You got to throw a couple bucks.
You got to tip them for their services.
Yeah, you do the right thing.
Yeah.
Our thing was like, how can we get away when the internet first came out, and the printer paper was
God.
there was a thing for Fancy Show Bar where it's like, look at like a school report. There's no pictures, and the pictures were always made with like,
clip art or whatever.
no, not even. The pictures were like, that's like tits, but like made from like dashes and
Sure,
and
right,
parentheses
right.
and
Like
stuff.
binary code or whatever.
Yeah. And the Fancy Show Bar thing had a girl on the cover who was like the girl, like the professional one that worked there. We used to go on amateur night, but you'd still see the pro girls.
I respect the art. You know what I mean?
Gotta respect the art.
I don't want to see the razzle dazzle.
And me and my friends would print. They had a deal that was them not knowing how good of it. They were giving too much away, but they didn't know they were giving it to children who had no money. We needed for a night at this place, couple hours. We needed $3
Jesus.
because this pass you'd print out was free entry,
Okay.
which was already probably like $10 or something to get
right.
in. A free. It was 2 things. The drinks were free. The sodas were free. You still got to tip $1 for it.
Sodas.
Oh, I know
Sitting
what it
there
was.
drinking Pepsi, staring at tits.
So when you walk in, so the entrance was free. When you walk in, there's a girl, if you remember, that be just standing there.
Yeah.
The first thing they call the titty hug. So when you go in, first things first, you got to put $1 in your mouth, and the girl's going to pull $1 out. With
A titty
your mouth with her
sandwich
tits.
is known in my circles.
Okay. Well, it's like I know the vernacular changes place to place. You can put it together. You can put it together.
Titty sandwich.
Jay's got a check in his mouth.
That's post-dated. Hold that for a week.
Don't cash it. Hang on. I just got to make sure. I have to move some things around.
Says the gas company on it. That's how I move.
So you'd have to give her $1. Then a lady walks you guys to your seats, and then she just flat out puts a garter belted leg up on the thing, and you got to put the $1 in there.
Now
And
you're
then-
2 in.
Yeah, and then at some point you wait, because here's what they also got you that was brilliant. And again, us not realizing anything about marketing or anything, we fell into it. What they would give you for free and not even ask for tips is nonstop of the most delicious, butteriest, saltiest popcorn you could possibly have.
I don't remember the popcorn.
It was so, but all that did was make you have to. So we would just get like mouth sucked dry, and then be like, "I'll have a Sprite now, please." There's your other $1. What that free pass gave us was free entry and free shower show entrance. Is what
Dude,
you're talking about.
That shower show.
That
was
show-
Something else.
I've been to again. I haven't been to actually a ton of strip clubs.
I
in
still
my
think
life,
about
but,
that every once in a while.
But it
I
is.
thought you were about to be like, I've never seen a Broadway show with this thing.
I imagine.
I mean, pizzazz. Is that a possible word?
how good could Miss Saigon be?
No, that show of the strip clubs I've been in and stuff. It was,
unreal.
That show was Was it faked? Probably. Didn't matter. It was like
It's like watching a porn.
It was like a 15, almost 20-minute thing, and the people who bought it was $25 to go in there, and then it's like these kind of like just like lines of like bleachers and in a shower stall.
Yeah.
And they would take turns. One would sit behind. Well, first things first, they go $5 to come up and be a soap person, and then because we had no money, we'd always our thing to ourselves be like, dude, what a loser.
What kind of nerd?
Yeah, you fucking paying
Fucking
$5 to
desperate
touch bits.
dirtbag.
Right here, I did it.
$5.
Buddy, I would have given $50 if it was in my pocket.
Dude, I did
The
it.
first time I got a massage prostitute, I gave her 100% of the money in my pocket because she told me it was $300, and I was like, I don't have that. And she goes, what do you have? And I went, $200. And she goes, okay. And I just gave her, it was 100% of the money in my pocket.
Listen, you're a nice boy. I'll do it for 200.
Yeah, she would have done it for 50 if I probably would have said so. She
got a
saw it
deal.
all over me. I'm like, no way.
Because you
But,
do have, even now as an old, you do have like childish wonderment sometimes. You're like very like.
Yes.
Yeah.
And so the shower show, we'd sit in the back, so everyone would do their $5, and they'd soap the girls' tits up. And then we'd just sit there, and then they would take turns sitting behind one another. And for like probably 5 minutes each at least. Like they would, one would hold the shower spray on the other one's pussy, and the other one would she would just play with her own pussy and fake, like they would do it it was never just like now switch. They would fake cum.
Academy Award-winning performances.
It was a lot. Like they went for it. If it makes sense, it'd probably be less embarrassing to just cum than to fake what they were doing.
Sure.
Yeah.
Sure. That makes sense.
It'd almost be, it's like if I'm going to make a wacky noise, I might as well make it actually happen, but probably not the case. Then they would switch spots, and the other one would start over and do it all over again for free because we had.
Easy.
It was
And,
wild.
You had a
and I'm telling
printer.
you, buddy, they actually started asking us to start like ripping off the track
Jiffy Lube
sides.
paper?
yeah. They go, can you at least please? Like they hated us. I never realized it at all, but their main girl that was on the website, like the only real picture on the website, and you could just see just the long blonde hair, just the quintessential stripper chick, big
Sure.
fake tits, whatever. What I loved, the only thing I remember, the only day I remember at Camden County Community College was going. She wasn't even in any of my classes. I was just walking out and just seeing her with like school books and whatever in the thing, and I was like, no way. It's like, it's probably not Diamond, but that's Diamond, or whatever her name was. And I was like, and then just watching the slow like reality of like her, for some reason, I guess she just lived in my area or something. Then like a couple weeks later, I saw her like working cashier at like ShopRite also with like pictures of like her kids, but you know what I mean, like her kids, and just like all the reality of this thing. It's like, oh, she's not a beautiful. Like very early, I got that shot. I go,
Yeah.
she's just struggling. If her pussy was making her that much money, she probably wouldn't be
Yeah, working at
slanging,
ShopRite.
fucking cabbage at ShopRite.
Yeah, you're rolling in there giving her counterfeit money. What the fuck?
I mean, maybe if there's a couple big spenders coming in from time to time, she wouldn't have to
You
moonlight.
soap
Jay.
somebody up, scumbag.
I never really feel it. I am a
She
part
checks
of the
you out. She's like, you.
I am part of the ladder of that woman's terrible life.
Yes.
Okay, let's talk about that Manscaped, baby.
Ooh-wee.
Listen, spring cleaning don't stop in the front and the backyard. Do yourself a favor. Get them nuts cleaned up.
Yeah, clean your Easter eggs.
Before the squirrels and the gophers and the neighborhood dogs start sniffing around down there. Get yourself cleaned up, gang, and you can do that with the Performance Package 4.0. We're talking about the Lawnmower 4.0 trimmer. We're talking about the Weed Whacker 2.0.
Sure.
Talking about the ear and nose trimmer, the Crop Preserver Ball Deodorant. Let's
them
go.
tight.
Crop Reviver Toner.
Uh-huh.
Performance Boxer Briefs, and a nice travel bag. What are you doing? I got the travel bag. I use it all the time, taking everyone on the road with me.
Yeah, guys, it's fantastic. It's a game changer. Take care, if you got a him or her in your life, yeah, make it easier on the other.
Freshen it up,
Keep
man.
it tight. What are we doing? You guys know this at this point. They teamed up with Also, Manscaped has teamed up with the Testicular Cancer Society for Testicular
just talking
Cancer
about
Awareness Month to bring awareness to men's health and early cancer detection as part of We Save Balls initiative. Testicular cancer is the most common form of cancer in men in ages 15 to 35. One man every day is diagnosed. Take care of your balls with Manscaped. Be sure to check for cancer at least once a month. Right now, you can save 20% off and free shipping with code GARBAGE at manscaped.com. That's 20% off and free shipping with the code GARBAGE at manscaped.com. Hop into the best deal of the year with Manscaped, baby. Now back to the show.
Oh man, it's so funny. But I also loved having buddies in those strip clubs who would I was pretty early. Again, like my own insecurity has probably saved me from like looking silly sometimes, because like when I hear in my ear, it's like I'm so happy there's finally like a normal guy in here. Like, you're cute. Like, can we go in the back? And I just had the thing. I go, well, that's clearly something she's paid to say to try to get me to go to the thing. And then the best thing would just, and always, to me, it was always like confident guys in the group. They remember coming and they go, yo, I'm gonna run the back with her. Like she said, she's like digging me and stuff like that.
She don't normally do it, but she's gonna do it with me.
Yeah, exactly.
Every time.
I loved it. I kind of loved the hustle of it. I'm like, good for you, lady. I'm like, good for you. I'm like, look at you go.
I respect that. Yeah,
Dude, this chick likes me, man.
Every single time somebody does. She's not normally, but I will for you. You seem like a real cool guy.
When I got a job.
These other losers in here.
When I first started comedy at like 19, I started working a job. My friend told me about this job, it being a job that exists at all, and I was like, I would do that. And it was the driving strippers and escorts to bachelor parties.
Dude, that was always something I wanted to do.
And it really is not glamorous like you'd hope. But
it's so funny, the difference mindset. I never in my life would I ever think that's glamorous. That sounds like the saddest shit to me. And you two guys are like, you did it.
Yeah,
he goes,
I
I always
thought
wanted
that
to do
we
it.
may have had the same thing though in my mind. I was like, well, they're strippers, and now I'm not just a guy in the audience. I'm with them. Like, I know them. Not that we're together, but I'm like, I'm the guy. So now I'm in a position where it's like, clearly they do this and they get all horned up. And then they're probably going to want to just throw pussy at me afterwards. You find out very quickly that like they want to go home and like burn their epidermis off.
Yeah.
Like it's gross what they have to do.
What do they see my 86 Toyota?
But the first girl I ever drove, we're talking about getting wrapped up in someone's like pretty. I thought she was gorgeous.
I would love to see a picture of her.
I mean, you
cute.
could barely see the C-section scar on this chick.
Definitely had a kid. But you couldn't see. No, she was just young. She was young and she was just young and hot. She just had a thing. It was tan, gorgeous. And I took her and I said I was so enamored. It's funny when you watch somebody doing like a piggish thing but I was like proud of her because she did a thing. I remember it was my first time ever doing it, so I'm like, what is she going to do?
Can't even see the ping pong ball, can you guys?
Completely gone, huh?
Similar thing, actually. She goes, all right, guys, get out your 5s, your 10s, and your 20s. And roundabout, what she was telling you, that she's going to roll it up into like, a Coke straw, essentially, thing, and put it in her pussy a little bit. If it's a 5, a little bit. And you'll bite it out. You take it out with your teeth. $10, she's going to put it in a little bit further in. $20, she's going to put it all the way in. And here's the thing. I don't know if it's the best example to use. As she's putting this thing in her pussy, more or less, she's going like this to hold it in. So a $5 bill in her pussy is only going to be this long. You could always get as close as her fingers.
Sure. Right.
If you did a $5 bill. It was never going to change anything.
Sure.
Every guy throws down a 20 because they believe they're getting closer. And I was just there. I'm like, wow. brilliant.
Brains,
was taken
brains
back.
and beautiful.
I was like, this is wow. Look at her go. Like that's an amazing thing. And then afterwards, we stopped at a 7-Eleven, and I remember her getting like whatever those junk ass roses or flowers they have there, our little bouquets they'll have, and she put them on the thing and she bought them. And when we got in the car, I'm like, who are the flowers for? I'm driving her. And by the way, I'd already gotten like just trying to get my kid back, but my abusive ex-boyfriend something. And I was like, who are the flowers for? And she goes, for me. She goes, after like a night of that, like I feel like I should have, I deserve flowers.
Jesus.
And I was like, oh yeah. And I dropped her off. And the next day, I drove to her house and knocked on her door. And I was like, I think somebody should buy you flowers.
Oh.
And I was like, this is us falling in love. Nope. Nothing at all. And then cut ahead 2 years or
Sir,
so.
get off my property.
So would you mind leaving?
You slide your rolled up 20 back in your pocket.
I go,
Okay, fair enough.
no, she was like sweet, but it was just like, we didn't fall into each other's arms the way I believe we were going to. And it was a weird move for sure. But she, I worked with her maybe a couple more times. And she was like one of the girls when you were like, oh, she's like, I'll make some money tonight too. Because they tip you out afterward. So I'm like, oh, I'll make some money because she like kills it. This girl's great. As far as like doing the job. Maybe like 2 years later or something, I was just like having I wasn't like working too much in New York on the weekends or Philly. So I had like plenty of weekends off. And I needed to make money because I wasn't making money in comedy. So I was like, let me pick this job up again. That was a job. I don't know what it's like now. You can go in the phone book and find like, Go-Go's Entertainment or whatever and call them and be like, hey, you need drivers? And I mean, more than once, they're like, yeah, come by now and we'll send you out with a
5
girl.
p.m. or whatever.
Yeah, and like, yeah, you're working the job already. You have a license? Okay.
Can you fight? All right.
They didn't even give a shit about that. In fact, when I asked, the job's actually kind of dangerous at times. At least like on the threat. Like
Of
you're in a
course,
dangerous
yeah.
situation. And then the guy was like, yeah, don't you carry a gun? Because I was like, why do all these old men do it? Like all these old like Italian guys do it.
Yeah, they can't fight.
They can't. And
Yeah.
I was like, what's the thing? And they go, yeah. And he was almost like the point. He was like, yeah, you can't fight 25 guys anyways. Like they have a gun.
I love her, man. Get your hands off her.
I had a guy brandish a gun one time, and all I thought right away was thinking, I go, I don't care if he shoots this girl 15 times in the face. Why am I going to get killed for protecting this lady? I don't know. That's what I was like. I am not the right person to do this job. But a couple years, I hadn't done it much at all, and I called this company. He's like, yeah, come over. And I'll send you out. I go to his place. It was great. And it was in a apartment. So talking about the garbage, like, are you garbage? South Jersey particularly. I can't speak for anybody else in the world. I've never met a worse class of people than apartment complex people.
Oh, forget about it.
It's rough.
And if I know good people who moved into apartment complexes, but very quickly on a Saturday night at their house, there was people from the apartment complex over who are undesirable.
Sure.
Once you cross that line, you start hanging
Apartment
out with the
complex
neighbors,
people.
you're jammed up.
So I would do
Oh,
this.
it's Billy from fucking 4B down.
You're a
like,
weekend away
yikes.
from having a party at the community pool, there, and then you're in. Then there's no way out.
Then there's no looking back.
Yeah, there's no looking back.
I go in this guy's apartment. He's got a couch, a TV on the floor, and the rest of his floor is lined with his bodybuilder trophies.
Oh god.
And he's just that guy. The tank top is tied in a knot on the top of each shoulder,
Yeah.
like a hot broad. And he's talking nice enough guy, I guess. And he goes, yeah, you're going to drive this Asian girl. You're going to pick her up, and then you're going to go pick her up with when my cousin gets here, like she's the other girl who's
My
going.
cousin.
I was like, oh, cool.
Family business.
Hey, my cousin's here. Walks in. It's the girl. The first
No.
girl I ever
No
drove.
shit.
Looks a little worse for the wear.
Yeah.
And I was like, wow. I'm like, but okay. I'm like, I still see her like in there,
You
sort
pull
of.
flowers out from behind your back. I never thought I'd
I've
been
been looking
carrying
for you
these
for
around
3
for 3 years.
Constantly watering them. He goes, we'll find her. We'll find her.
I put Miracle Grow on him so he would stay alive for you, just like my love for you.
We'll find her. So she comes out, and I'm like, wow, we kind of like catch up, but she looks a little rough. But I pick her up, and this was the girl. I drove her with other girls before, like back those years before, and she was always like the standout, like one. She's had a great body,
Sure.
and she was tan the whole way. She just looked great and young and pretty. And we picked this Asian girl up. The Asian girl, hot. She looked like the Black Widow, the
The pool
player.
girl.
Yeah,
my
when she was
God.
young, not now. Black Widow turned into exactly what you thought she was going to turn into. A lady screaming at you over fish. And we go to this thing. It's like a VFW type party. And man, these guys,
So classy.
classy as hell. And what was for the first time I'm seeing, and they don't give a shit. This Asian girl is working. They love her, and she looks great. Exactly what you're hoping when she gets she's a hot young Asian chick, killing it. They're laughing almost at the other one because one of the things about her, like her skin was like super tan and just like she looked great. She's super pale and like pasty and blemishy, and then like she's bending over doing whatever with this Asian girl. They're all fours together, and like her ass is just kind of like narrower now, and like so you just see her super like darkened asshole. And the people are saying, goes, why? I just hear guys talking, goes, why is her asshole so dark?
At a VFW.
Yeah, that's bad because they've seen some rough b-holes.
You got balls, buddy.
Yeah, looks like Tommy's asshole when he had that thing.
You're eating meatballs with coleslaw, dirtball.
Dude, when you can gross out veterans, dude.
It's just guys hanging around Sternos. Pass me a roll.
Definitely Sterno's there.
Sternos in
yeah.
a VFW, baby.
The food ain't bad, man. I'll tell you that right now.
No. Yeah, like a pesto pasta
Sure.
salad, maybe. But they, I remember the guys kind of more like laughing at her more than like.
Sure.
And I was like, and then we go back. We dropped the Asian girl off, and we go back to. That was sort of the job. I think we never did any more jobs that night. But part of that job, the job that sucked was like. You'd go if you had one thing. If it was an hour away or 45 minutes away, you'd go to that one thing. And that could just be the only thing. Or they could hit you up 2 times and be like, you're stopping at these 2 more things on the way home. And so it was like a come back to my weird, weightlifting dungeon. And,
Come back to the dojo.
Yeah, come back to the dojo. I'm
Back
sure
to
he
the
called it
office.
a dojo.
Oh, he definitely
back to the
called-
office. Yeah,
he
back to
called
HQ.
I'm at Dirtbag North up here.
Back to HQ. And we're sitting there waiting, and we're sitting on his couch, and like TV's on, and she starts like, for the first time, she's like taking her feet, like she took her like shoes off, and starts like digging her feet like under my body and sort of like up on my thigh and shit. And I was just like, not now.
Yeah.
It's not even for the thing. I'm just like, I think you're gonna give me something now. Like
Yeah.
that whole room just made fun of your dookie shoe. Your crazy
you're gonna
brown
give me
asshole.
Hey, can you put socks on?
You're crazy, brown.
Your crazy brown asshole. You don't have to. There's more than asshole you have to bleach there. The discoloration is spread. It's like black mold. You gotta take care of it. It's gonna get out there. It's like rust.
Get some Tilex on that. What are you doing?
Yeah, scrubbing
CLR
bubbles.
or something.
Get some scrubbing bubbles. Use some lime remover.
That's all right.
But yeah, that was
That's
bad.
all right.
You know, it's funny. The first time I ever even saw cocaine in my life was when I went back to this place called Dream Girls in New York, and their headquarters was like a loft apartment, but it was like nicer thing. There was like a desk with a girl, but one time, and you'd go back there and wait for things in between. That's where I watched Ellen DeGeneres tell the world she was a lesbian on the Ellen show. I saw that at HQ.
Dream Girls HQ.
At Dream Girls HQ. But this girl, and she was just like a little like pudge. Like she was just a receptionist. She wasn't one of the girls. And then she pulled out like a little baggie with. I'd never seen it before, and I was like, "What's that?" She goes, "Coke. You want some?" I was like, "No." And she goes, "You don't mind, do you?" I'm like, "I don't care," but like I did. I was like, "Can we not do drugs? I don't know what it's gonna do to you." And it did. It was like a cartoon.
I'm on the clock right now.
I've seen a zillion people do coke at this point. For only to have doing it twice myself ever. I've seen it a bunch of times, and I've never seen such.
Hit her like a cartoon.
Yeah, that was people. I have friends of mine who have done coke a bunch in their life. Said the reason they hated the show Vinyl. Do you remember that at all?
Sure. Yeah.
Was that the depiction of doing coke. Every time he did it, it was just like he'd go like one thing, and he'd be like, just like start screaming and having the fuck like an animal right away, and it's like kind of nonsensical thing. She did coke and was like, woo, and stood up and started showing me she could do handstands. And then
Jesus,
it's a
I
loft.
don't think that was coke.
And then it's a loft. So it's like, oh, I'm glad. It's like these kind of piping and stuff like that. She was like doing monkey club. And I was just like, I was sitting on the couch. So I'm like, phone's ringing. And she'd have to be like, do like a dismount. Like, ha,
She
ha.
goes down upside down.
She goes, hello, whore. What do you want, whores or strippers?
She answers it with her foot.
Yeah. Prostitutes or whores? Prostitutes or strippers? What do you want?
Press 1 or 2.
Yeah. If you want to fuck the girl, press 2. If you want to just watch her strip.
Like Kramer on Movie Phone. All right. Jesus Christ, Jay.
All right, let's run through some fucking
Some
AYG
pews.
questions here. Have you ever owned a pair of cargo sweatpants?
Cargo sweat. Describe the.
Like
define the.
like sweatpant material cargo pants.
That has the cargo pocket
that
on
has
the
the
side.
cargo pocket on the side. Sweatpants. With
It's
cargo
a strong maybe because that could have been a pull in the Wu-Tang era.
Sure.
You went through some heavy full sweatsuit phases.
Or
Not
that-
too much full sweatsuit. I've made almost every mistake.
Tracksuits.
I made almost
I've
every
made almost every mistake you can make.
I've seen photos of you at the Laugh House, head to toe in a tracksuit.
There's a great picture of me with my siblings when they were all really little, and I am dressed like I went. Like I was like, oh, hang on, I got to take a picture of my family. Can you pause this production of the Summertime video by Will Smith? Like it's purple and yellow, like short set, like that thing. So I
You
did
got ski
those
goggles
things for
on
sure.
your head.
So I went with did not ski goggles for a minute there, Wu-Tang era. They sold goggles
Yes, I
that
know
weren't
them.
really for anything
No.
except to be on the top of your tilted hat.
Sure.
Yeah,
They were not
Did it.
functional.
you rocked that.
Did that.
You're a big
All of them.
accessories guy, which is obviously well documented.
I do love accessories for
Uh-huh.
sure. But
Okay.
again, it's funny. Like most of the, I do wonder. I'm like, am I gonna hit some sort of a wall where it's just like, well, dude, it's khaki pants and polo shirts time.
Yeah.
It's just that age. It's not my personality at all. I think my personality in clothes never changed necessarily. One, size is always a factor in there.
Sure.
So I think I always kind of wanted to do more like rock shirts or things like that. When I was younger, I wanted to get like the Led Zeppelin shirts, but it was going to be tight around my little tits.
Yeah.
So it was going to have to be.
I was always
it
jealous
was going
of
to have
dudes
to
that could
be
pull
like
them off.
it was going to have to be like a South Pole
Triple
stylish
XL,
hoodie.
tall
Yeah.
tee or
So it was like
something.
being that shit. Yeah.
Okay.
So probably.
Okay.
Anybody in your family ever been on the local news?
No, not that I can think of.
Have anyone in your family ever represented themselves in court?
No. You know what's funny? I shouldn't even say it's got to be depending on the side of the thing. My dad's side of the family, his step siblings are weirdly enough like the uncles on his side that I know more than his actual brothers. They were just like the Philly crew, those guys, and one of them was mob tied. And the other one, his wife was a mob lawyer.
Jeez.
And her dad was like a big guy, I think, like in the thing.
Okay.
But like, it's Uncle Richie. I saw him 5 times in my life. Do you know what I mean? If it makes sense. I don't know what he looks like even, but I'm just like, it was never. Oh, is any of the questions? Did your mom ever probably bang one of your father's stepbrothers? Yeah.
No, but it can be. Let me add that right now.
Yeah, Uncle Tommy. It was when I was younger, I thought it was the coolest. Uncle Tommy was a fun uncle. Drunk.
Of course.
Sure.
No, everybody was drunk back then.
Yeah, you're right. He wasn't even that. He always was drinking MGD. He just drank it.
Well, back when you were not
Shout
drinking
out
and
to
driving was
Cold
normalized.
MGD.
Yeah.
It was like you were just, I can go here and drink during the afternoon because I'm just going to drive home. It doesn't matter.
Absolutely. And Uncle Tommy was that. But when he's a very fun dude, just like a big personality, kind of a loud guy. And he, in my mind, that's always the funniest thing when you can just go, it's like, yo, I don't know what the reason is. I'm not going to look the gift horse in the mouth. Uncle Tommy's hanging out, and that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
It's not just me and my mom watching Falcon Crest with Lorenzo Lamas.
I can block the rest of this out, no problem.
Remember the
But
good
for
part?
sure.
Damn.
For sure.
Okay.
They
Well-
dropped me off together at my godmother's house once for a weekend, which I hate. I hated staying away from home when I was a kid. I hated it.
Yeah, I wasn't
Yeah?
a big fan of
I'd
it.
freak out. I was like this. I'd cry a lot of it.
Some weird
I wanna
room.
Go home. I just
Not
didn't
really
like,
a
I didn't like
bedroom.
my thing. Yeah.
Yeah.
And I remember one time, kicking and screaming, probably not kicking, but whimpering
Sure.
and not wanting to go the whole time. As her and my Uncle Tommy drove me to my godmother's to drop me off, and it's definitely so they can go back and just play out. She probably sucked them off in the van on the way back.
in the
van.
Work van.
Wasn't it? Yeah.
Uncle Tommy had a work van.
Yeah.
Uncle Tommy did it right.
Yeah, shout out to
What were
UT.
vacations like as a kid?
My dad never came into town just for my birthday ever once in my life. When my dad heard that Uncle Tommy was probably banging my mom, he showed up looking for them. Like, to me,
shit.
he came and found me. He didn't live near me. It was a thing for him to come get me. One night he just showed up at my grandmother's house when I was there, and was like, "Where's your mom? Is Uncle Tommy been around a bunch lately?"
Dad, you
he's
here
like,
to take me to a ball
I
game?
swear to you, I was like, "Is this? Are we doing a thing?" He's like, "No, go back inside." But like,
If you see him, call me.
yeah, tell your grandma that I'm looking for her daughter.
Who's empty MGDs at these?
That's Tommy. I know it.
I mean, I'm sure I stool pigeoned my dad on cheating on my mom for sure. I know that was the beginning of the end, but I mean, yeah, I probably would have been like, he goes, "Hey, have you seen your mom and Uncle Tommy?" I go, "Uncle Tommy being around's the best." And by the way, from what I hear through that door, it sounds like Mom's super happy
Yeah,
too.
she loves him here.
What were vacations like as a kid? Where would you go?
we
No vacations.
no,
Cherry Hill Mall.
kind of. It was just funny, but our tastes were like fine for this. So in my mind, it was never we were going to go to like the shore for the weekend or nothing like that. Again, I know what happened was my mom and step-pop did it by themselves first, and they were like, "Well, we should bring
Bring the
me and
boy.
my little brother."
Dude,
Was the
my
only one-
parents
was the
went
only
on
one at the time,
vacation
but
without me.
But the vacation was. This is why it's not going to make you feel that bad. We were broke, so they were like, "There's a mall."
That wasn't that far off.
You aren't. No, there's a hotel by the Baltimore Harbor
Yeah.
that has like a mall attached
Yeah.
to it.
In the Inner Harbor.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and they went there for a weekend. And my way they described, they're like, we just stay in the room and went to the mall during the day, and then we go back in the room and
Annie Ann's as
they
far
go-
as the eye can see.
I swear to you, like they go movies on the TV, and the room service at this hotel. I'm telling you, we were at like a DoubleTree or something. You know, it's like something like, it's nothing that crazy.
Sure.
And the room service was fine, but my step, it's like, oh, the
Wait
burger,
till you see-
the burger at this thing, and so
You got to
they-
see the remote.
when
It's
they came-
unreal. You haven't seen a remote
200
that big.
channels in this place.
when they came home, they were like, "Yo, we're saving up money, and we're doing that with the kid." And we went down there and did it together
Wait,
in one room.
wait till you see the view. You're gonna plot.
Holy
We stepped
shit.
out. We stepped out of the indoors of the hotel/mall once to go get like crab legs or something like across the
parking
across
lot.
the, literally
like
across
Joe's
the thing.
Crab Shack or something.
Yep. Yeah. It was like some outdoor place that had like a shell.
It's different down here, huh, guys?
Holy
It was so close. It was from the hotel. You could be he goes, "That's Camden Yards right there." Phillies play there sometimes.
We don't have tickets. But
we don't
Soak
see
it
it.
in.
We're not going to a game. He goes, "But look at that though. Look at that view of Camden
Middle of
Yards."
February. You can almost smell the popcorn, can't you, Jay? Holy shit, man.
Ah,
Dude, you are so next level trash.
It's wild.
Yeah.
It's like you came in and you're like, "Oh, you guys play Are You Garbage? You guys play Street Rules? Because I play Street Rules."
You know, it's
Dude.
hilarious. I did. Justin Silver and Josh Adam Myers have the Himbos podcast they do now, which has like almost like what's like your rituals of this on the same as I could be so in the gutter on this show with that. I'm also found to be the most like my situation, like what I do, like showering and
You try
getting
to keep
ready.
yourself
and
you,
all
nice.
you run a
that.
tight ship.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
so
of course.
interesting how it's like the two things, and they are not mutually exclusive. Yeah, they're somehow both things.
Walking both worlds.
You mentioned cologne when you
I put a
came
little.
in.
I put a little. Little facial. It's called Face Fuel by Kiehl's on my face every day.
There you go.
take care of
Doesn't seem like
yourself.
I would
you
do
the,
that.
You don't. You do your eyebrows.
You do the brows?
I certainly wouldn't fuck a junkie on her cousin's couch. If that's the kind of guy you think I am. Straight
You're gonna shade
class.
at me.
If that was directed at me, I'm offended.
I said when I got here late today, I was like, "Is it shitty to show up late and you have Starbucks and cologne on?"
Yeah.
And is that in the Are You Garbage universe at all? Is that like a question that comes out? Cologne seems like an
That's
interesting
what I was
one.
going to ask
Cologne
you.
is a very.
What
well,
do you use?
It's so
I know it.
I tend to
I
have
can-
good ones.
Yeah.
I use a Issey Miyake. a lot. Christine got me Tom Ford for Christmas.
Okay.
And I've had John Varvatos Black. Those are like the three I pretty much.
What were you rocking back in the day? Were you a Jakar man? You had to.
All of the shtickies I did through time. Now, my father was a cologne guy, and I thought when I was younger.
His father before him was a cologne man. We'd go town to town spritzing cologne. I wouldn't wear your cologne if you gave it to me as a gift.
Our closets were lousy with swatches.
From the magazine, you're rubbing it on your neck. I've done
definitely,
that before.
I've definitely rubbed magazine cologne
For
on my neck.
sure.
Sometimes you get lucky out and they'd give you
The little
Yeah,
vial.
little pouch.
I thought you were rich. I used to get those for Christmas. my mom would get them at like Penny's.
Oh, yeah,
And
get a
I'd
sample?
I'd get a couple of shooters, a couple of fucking one hitters, full of CK1 or something. Dude, I'd have like 20 of them.
It's like smelling salts.
I lived on those for sure. So my step-pop, not my step, my dad would wear cologne, and I always thought it was like great. But in hindsight, on the colognes of what they were, he did Aspen. He did top shelf Rite Aid cologne.
Sure.
Yes, yeah.
Aspen.
We were a big Stetson household.
Stetson was all right. English leather was a good one. My
By the
dad
way,
would rock
Stetson, did you ever? How about Hero or Iron?
that. Yeah, I remember Hero.
I don't
Iron,
remember
I don't
those.
remember.
Iron's pretty hilarious. And then as I got older, I was like, oh, I got like the night. It was my ex-wife actually. She was like, if you like cologne, why don't you get a good cologne? So you're looking for like, I mean, she'd see me like in like a catcher's position in front of a locked CVS like thing, going like, that's. But and then in the time,
This one's $2.99.
again with the in the.
Can I see the pit bull for a second? Like it's a jewelry store.
And then I did all of the whatever came with the idea of a Wu-Tang pendant and goggles on a hat. Also came with Cool Water, Nautica,
Sure.
Tommy Sport,
Tommy,
Hilfiger.
yeah.
Oh,
Tommy was big.
Tommy.
The blue, the black,
My
the
God,
green.
I forgot about that.
Yeah, the
I
polo
was a
sport.
CK1, CKB man.
And then my this is such a funny correlation too. So my girlfriend at the time ended up getting a job at Kmart up the block.
Quit
Jackpot.
bragging.
She worked in
Fragrances.
the jewelry and
Sure.
perfumes were the same thing. So Jupe, Fahrenheit.
Sure.
I started getting those like pretty right. We were robbing that place blind to colognes.
You know what was
Folk
all right?
show.
Obsession. Remember Obsession?
Sure.
See, Calvin, right?
Man.
Obsession.
I think
Close
I
the deal.
actually it's a circle.
Yeah.
My mom got me that for
He pulls
Christmas
it
like
out.
a year ago.
A year ago.
It's pretty funny. That's pretty
She
funny.
found it in an old closet.
There you go. This was your grandfather's. He wanted me to
You're
give
an
this.
obsession.
But that's funny that that girl that my girlfriend that would steal me cologne when she broke up with me. She like dumped me for another guy, but was in between. The thing it was funny how I caught her doing it was my I started doing comedy already, so I was going with Kevin Hart and Keith Robinson. We were driving to New York like all the time, so we weren't getting to
Fucking
spend a lot of-
legendary
Shout out.
stories.
we weren't like we weren't spending a lot of time together, and she wasn't even living with me at this time. But she had this job or whatever, and she said what she was going to get me for Christmas that year was PlayStation 2. That was a new video game system out, and she said she was looking for it. That's great. One night I went to me and Kev went to Keith Robinson's house, like when we got home that night, and we're just kind of like, let's play Madden or something. It was late, but we're like, let's do it. And so I had my girlfriend when she had a voicemail on the pager, and I left, but I had the code for it because we were just like, that's how we would leave messages. She lived with her parents, and that's how we would leave messages to each other.
Mm-hmm.
So I go, hey, I'm not going to be able to do whatever in the late mornings. I'm going to be sleeping. I'm with Kev and Keith at Kev's at whatever. Make some excuse, like, hang up. And then everyone kind of quickly goes like, I'm actually tired. Let's go. So then I was like, oh, I'll just go delete that message on the thing. And I go and it says, you have 2 messages. And one of them was a guy being like, yo, I had a really great time. And I goes, I'd like to do that again real soon, or something like that. And I was like, oh. And then I had to, it was one of those, like, I was sitting up all night, like, waiting until she can answer her phone in the morning. And then when I called her, her thing was, she goes, you ask, it's a friend of my sister's, that is true, or a friend of her brother-in-law's, that was the truth. But she goes, he's a friend. He goes, he's a friend of the family. He works at a place. He's the one who getting the PlayStation 2 for you for
Christmas.
Ouch.
And I just go, I wanted to believe that so bad. That the best. I remember I'll never forget the faces of Kev and Keith getting in the car because they were kind of like, "What's going on?" I go, "I'm an asshole."
Listen, you're not gonna believe it.
I start yelling at her. What are you doing? You're cheating. You're seeing another guy or whatever like that. And this is the guy who's getting my PlayStation 2 for me. And they like, they laugh at that as they should.
What are you, retarded?
They're not doing the wrong thing. Yeah, they were like, and they're
Man,
yeah,
she's fucking him.
And they're like, yeah, for sure. They go,
Yeah.
you dummy. And of course, they were right. But
did you get the PlayStation though?
so this comes back to our thing. So the breakup though, even like her, we were together for so many years, like on and off, like late teens to early 20s. And like she's she's going through it too. She wants to break up for sure, but like it's also a new world to her. In hindsight, I have all this reflection on it, but like in the moment, I'm like, why is she doing it? Because she would like say like, yeah, we're done or whatever. I'm with this guy, and then she would hit me up the next day and like come over and fuck and be like, I made a mistake. I'm gonna be with you.
Sure.
And she did one of those, and it was awful. But the funny of that story is on Christmas Eve daytime. She calls me with like, I made a terrible mistake. Like we should be together, and I was like, yeah, finally you figured that out. Okay, great. Like I'm here.
Took you so long.
I'm here waiting, like desperately and upset. And by the way, it's so funny. Months and months before that, with Kevin Keith, even I was like, I gotta break up with this girl. Like she's dumb as a doornail. It's not probably going anywhere. It's just I was like a big oaf, and she was like a cute, good body chick.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And I was just used to it, and I was gonna break up with her, but as soon as it was like she was like, yeah, I'm gonna break up with you, I was like, no, please. So I was, every time she was like, can I come over? I'd be like, yes, get over here, let's have sex and do all that stuff again. And so not New Year's Eve, Christmas Eve, she calls me. She goes, I made a mistake. Let's get back to that. I want to come over. I want to give you your presents and stuff and see you. And I was like, shit. I thought we were broken up. I didn't even wrap my brain around the idea that like getting a present. I was like, this is terrible. And I went and I go, it's so funny. I mean, I had no money, but I spent $70 at like in Deptford Mall on like a ring that was whatever, plated something.
Bottle of jupe.
I put it, I have it wrapped and I put it in a nice box. And like, and I'm so like twisted up at whatever, 20 years old, this is 19, that I'm almost like, I'm going to tell her, like, it's not necessarily like an engagement ring, but like,
it's a promise ring.
Yeah, whatever kind of thing. She comes in, empty-handed, by the way.
Not even a controller.
It would appear nothing in her hands.
To the naked eye.
To the naked eye. She goes, so I give her the, she cries when I give her the present. And she's like, oh my God, she puts it on. She's doing all that stuff. We're kissing, we're hugging. And then we go in the other room and she goes, okay. She goes, are you ready for your present now? And I was like, yeah, I am. And she goes, close your eyes. And I'm like, whoa. And I mean, I'm literally doing like the.
Yeah, rubbing the.
I'm like, yo, I'm going to be playing PlayStation 2 in a couple hours.
You're cracking your knuckles.
There's a lot of drama going on for sure, but this is going to lighten the load on all of it.
You're setting up the back of the
2.
TV.
Is it channel 3 or 4? Do you know? What's the preset?
Brand new HDMI cable or whatever it is.
Oh no, that was the red. That was the red, yellow, and white.
Oh yeah,
RF cables.
Mm-hmm.
So, I'm like, what? And she says, "Open your eyes." Like, I'm like, this bitch didn't leave the room. Like, where's this PlayStation 2? And then she has these 3 kind of small boxes. So funny. I open one. It's incense and an incense holder.
Yikes.
I keep in mind. By the way, I love incense to this day.
I love setting the mood when I play PlayStation 2.
I haven't smoked pot in my life even yet. I don't even know what incense are possibly for. Do you know what I mean? It's always seemed to me like people like asking me to buy a purse outside of the Philadelphia Zoo. Sure. Had incense. I don't know. I'm like, oh, okay, cool. And then she goes, open this. The other thing was it was dollar stores version. It says it on the. That's what it's called. Remember that? It would be like Dollar General version of Tommy
whatever
Sport.
the brand is.
Oh yeah.
So she got me dollar. She worked at a cologne
could've stolen.
thing.
Yeah.
She got me dollar store one, and then she goes, I was like, oh well, thank you. And I'm in my mind, I'm just like, I guess she didn't get. It was a lie anyway. He wasn't getting it, so I guess she didn't get it.
He was
And
getting
she goes, you ready for your real present now? And I was like, oh yeah. She goes, close your eyes. And now I'm like, here we go. She goes, open them. And I'm definitely going like, she would have had to go to the car.
You would have heard some rustling of a bag or something.
box.
She goes, okay. So I opened my eyes. I was more like, what's this next bullshit going to be? But the worst thing I could have even thought of was she had, at least looked like to me, a knot of cash. And she sliced off 3 20s and goes, I wasn't able to get the PlayStation, so make sure you get yourself a PlayStation 1 game. Get yourself a PlayStation 1 game.
Like she's an uncle or something.
Like an uncle.
Hey, you're a good kid. Get over here.
I said, keep your money.
Your girlfriend gave you cash.
And then like later that day, like her mom and her called me like on like her mom's on the line to be like, my mom's saying that I was at your house today because the guy she was fucking was like a family friend. And then parents hated me, so they were like, will you tell my mom that I wasn't in your house today? And I'm like, she was, and we had sex. And she's like, Cheryl, goddamn it! And
I got
like,
2 Chris 20s on me.
I got 60 smackers here that I got to trace back.
We got to wrap it up, gang.
She sliced me off 3 20s.
Did you take them?
No.
No?
I should have.
Yeah.
In hindsight, I should have just
Hindsight.
taken them. Yeah, I was like, yeah, I'll take it, but like, get out. And fucking leave
Get the
forever, you
fuck outta here.
dumbass.
Holy
Oh,
shit.
man.
Talk
I think
about
the answer is yes.
Yeah.
Talk
I am
about
God.
beating the fucking game. Look at you. Holy shit. Buddy.
I'll have to come back again.
Yeah, we have to. I mean, Jesus, because it's going to be a 9-parter, dude.
Yeah, you guys need a third mic or something? I feel like I think I'm home.
I mean, dude, you only got to you're 20 years old.
And we jumped a lot of years in there, too.
That was like the Jesus telling.
I was going to ask
What
if
about
you,
13 to 33? He goes, oh, don't even get me started there.
I was going to ask if you like Hawaiian pizza.
A slice once in a while.
Like a gentleman.
Once in a while. But if you get a whole Hawaiian pizza, there better be a plain or a pepperoni
Oh, yeah,
next to it.
You got to come correct, of course.
You don't offer someone solely pineapple pizza. It's
I got 2
Exactly.
Hawaiians on the way. Fuck!
I got 2 Hawaiian. He goes, yeah, if you open up one, he goes, that's Hawaiian. He goes, what's the one underneath? You go, another Hawaiian. You go, are you pissed at everybody? That's a real decision.
You want the Eagles to lose, dude? What the
Yeah.
fuck?
It's like making a room smell like your farts. Oh, you guys don't think that's funny? No. It's funny to you.
Holy
Oh,
shit. Ladies
man.
and gentlemen, the special Dog Belly on his YouTube page right
Legendary.
now.
Indeed.
Legendary. Mr.
Thank you
Big
guys,
J.
man.
Okerson,
Love
buddy.
you, buddy. Thanks for coming, man.
What
Honor,
else you
man.
want the
Thank
folks out there to know other than the special you got out?
Me and Robert Kelly doing the bonfire
Of
now.
course.
Robert
Shout
jumped
out
in
to
there.
Congratulations. Fantastic.
Saved my ass with a fucking legend. Thank God Bobby Kelly's come on. It's been a blast. We're doing that now 4 days a week. Faction Talk, Sirius XM 103. Of course, SDR Show and Legion of Skanks.
Sure.
On the Gas Digital
I forgot
Network.
about the SCR show like a fucking idiot, of course.
Yeah, it was you guys uncomfortable in there a few times. Some naked girl doing something.
Oh, man.
Okay.
She was beautiful.
Man. Gang,
Kippy?
we're all over the road. Grab tickets. Shows are selling out. We're adding some cities, but get them before they're gone. We love you.
Gang, we love you to death, and we'll see you next week. Peace.